Good morning, everyone. This is Abundance Book Club live, and I'm here with Vicki Rude. Vicki Rude, welcome. Vicki
Hello,
Rude.
thank you once again. This has been a great week to be on here 3 times.
I know, I love that you get to join me so much. We've been reading Creating Money, Attracting Abundance, and we are going to talk about some fun stuff this morning. I don't know if you get an echo when I'm getting an echo. Hopefully not.
Nothing major.
Okay, cool. So what we're talking about today is when you're on your mission, when you're creating your thing, you are on your path, whatever it is, that unique path for you, and people doubt you. So what do you do with that? What does it mean? We're pulling all that fun stuff from the book. If you don't have the book, grab it. We talk about some amazing things from the book, but there's so much we don't talk about. And this is one of those books that will forever be on my desk as a reference that I'll go back to over and over again. We talk about that so much, don't we, Vicki?
Oh, it really is. It's like I have about 5 books that are always on my nightstand. This will be one of them.
Yeah, it's such a good one. Highly recommend getting it. We are going to jump right in. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, subscribe because we're growing together. And if you are in a similar interest, you're going to want to do this with us because we're not sharing stuff. We're sharing the stuff that we're learning. We're sharing the stuff that we are just really inspired by. So I know that if you're enjoying this, you're going to enjoy all of the lives that we do, all of the videos that we do. So subscribe and play with us. And if you want to be right in the midst of it, come join us in the Facebook group. We'll have the link in the comments a little bit later today where you can click on that and join us there too. All right, this is from page 178 if you are reading with us. If you have well-meaning friends who tell you that something is hard to do or can't be done, or just, sometimes people will give you that look like,
Okay.
right? Realize that they are only showing you your own doubts, mirroring them back to you so you can become more aware of them and let them go. As you deal with their objections, you're really dealing with your own doubts and fears. I love that because I've always heard, it's a mirror of who they are. It's a mirror of their own doubts. And that's true, right? There's truth in that. But how powerful is it to know that, oh, I'm seeing this back because I am showing doubt in the way that I'm saying it. So what's really going on there? And a lot of times, there's a couple of different reasons that we could have doubts, and there may be a lot, but there's a couple that I'm thinking of. One is I'm new to it, right? Maybe it's something that I've just started doing or added into what I'm doing, and I'm still feeling it out. I'm still discovering how to describe it, how to, do it well. I haven't built up the repetition yet to do it really well or to explain it really well. So that may be, it may be a mirror of that, or it may be a mirror of something that I'm not really feeling and I'm choosing it and it's not really in alignment for me. There's a couple of reasons that come up for me on where that doubt might be coming from, but that it's a reflection of me allows me to go in and not blame them or push them away or feel angry and resentful. And it allows me to go, oh, okay, what's going on here? Why is that showing up?
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
powerful.
it's that opportunity to discern within yourself. I think what you said that was so powerful is going inside, right? Because really it has nothing to do with the other person. It only has to do with our perception, because maybe that other person might have made that look because they stepped on something or have a rock in their shoe. I mean, really, right?
Really, yeah.
There are so many things that we can, and yes, of course, you're going to get, well, that's a little unrealistic, or are you sure that's something you want to do? You hear these things, right? But sometimes it's, if it triggers something in me, like when that happens, if it makes me defensive, then I know that you're right. There's something to look inside about. Not being mad at the other person for, why are you judging me right now? I'm so excited. Maybe being like, okay, is there anything to that? What's coming up in here? And really taking a look at it.
Yeah, it's so funny because, the more that I've done personal development work and transformation work, and I really understand that everybody is our mirror. it just cracks me up because you say it's silly to get mad at them. And of course, our natural reaction is to get flustered or to get, whatever it is, that feeling of like, oh, I can't believe that they would say that, or why won't they support me? All of the thoughts that come through, right? But as we think about it and you're like, there's no reason to get mad at them. I saw like a mirror, like us getting mad at a mirror is like, why did you show me that? It is funny that we react that way, but it triggers the little buttons inside of us, and we get to go within and clean it up and figure out where that's coming from so that we can move forward more powerfully and with a bigger movement, bigger mission, bigger impact, whatever it is that we're doing. So it's
Well,
really
and
in
more
service.
sure-footedness, right? And when we're not walking on like lobby ground, like when we're walking on shore ground, solid ground, when we're sure of ourselves, it creates much more power, right? And if we're tiptoeing around, it's going to be, you can fall.
Yeah. We're not going to have that same experience ourselves, like that feeling of confidence and that feeling of knowing what we're here for and moving forward with that energy, that experience. Yeah.
And what else is coming up is everybody doesn't need to know. That's something that I've learned, that maybe sometimes it's nobody else's business. It's just my business or my trusted confidants, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if someone is at a place where, and not to say that I'm not looking at myself, right? Because we are talking about going inside, but sometimes I don't have to share everything with everyone about everything that I'm doing that's new. I get to experience it and make sure that it's something that is working for me, and then celebrate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Everything isn't meant to be shared with everyone, and everyone isn't ready to stand with us in whatever it is that we're creating. So absolutely, it's, totally fine to keep things close and to unfold with the people that we trust to support us and allow us to dig through it before there's like judgmental eyes on it. Because there's going to be judgment. One of the things that I've gotten the lesson on this year is there will be judgment. There will be people that are just judgmental people. And, if that is something that if we're putting it out there for that brutal judgment before we're really ready, then we're not setting ourselves up for success. So allowing ourselves to unfold it in a way that allows, the inner circle, the people that we trust, the people that will give us the feedback in a loving way, in a supportive way, so that we can grow into that more confident space with it as we adjust it to what is a good fit, is so powerful, because there will be judgment. I was going to say something nasty,
personal growth. Yeah, personal growth and leadership. You're doing something new, right? You're paving your own path. You're creating this new version of yourself. You're up leveling, whatever it is, right? When that's happening, most of us humans do not like change. Change is not usually very comfortable, right? I keep thinking about the Irish sweater. If you've ever gotten one of those wool Irish sweaters and you put it on and it's super itchy and uncomfortable. And then the more you wear it, the more soft it gets, because of the oils in your skin connect with it and are created. And so just as it's uncomfortable for you, people on the outside they do not like unpredictability. And being a leader and taking a leap of faith, that is unpredictable, because nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do page 180. This one's at the bottom. The process of discovering your life's work and learning to believe in yourself enough to act upon your inner messages is just as important as doing the work. If someone came along and handed everything to you, you wouldn't have the strength that comes with doing it yourself. I love that so much, because there's definitely been times in my life and in my journey where I was like, why can't I just have figured it out already? Why can't I just have, why couldn't this have been the solution? Right. And then, when I allow myself to feel the emotions and it comes up, I'm like, oh, well, if that had been the solution, then I wouldn't have discovered this and I wouldn't have realized this about myself. Like all of the things that we discover and all the things that we are is because of the challenges that we have gone through, right? So as we come up upon those again, we can remember that we wouldn't have wanted it handed to us. There's just something so beautiful about knowing what we're capable of, knowing that we have the resilience and the tenacity and the resources to be able to figure it out. We like a challenge. We really do.
Yeah, it's paving that new path. It's creating something that we weren't initially planning on. That is where you hit that sweet spot. And we were talking about it, I don't know if it was last week or this week. When you allow things to happen, there's so much more that comes of it, right? So if I did just have the solution, I wouldn't create all those curves to see those different things that are happening, that are possible, the different people that come into your life when you have to, for example, my son has some things, and we've been going to a lot of doctor appointments, and we had a really incredible experience with this one doctor that we haven't seen in a really long time, and we wouldn't have had that experience. And she told us two really powerful things that we didn't know were an option before. And if we didn't have the struggle, we wouldn't have even talked to her and known that this other thing was an option for creating something different and creating a new actual solution. So, I mean, it's not fun always, but it usually
so
ends up for the best.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. Like the journey is just it's messy. It's not fun. It can be emotional. It can have, things in it that feel like, oh my goodness, I just need a moment to cry or whatever it is. But it's just so beautiful. Like it would not be what it is without all of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, I think about like people who don't make a lot of changes. They're just like, things are the way they are and they're fine. And I was that way for a long time. And my heart felt so stagnant. My heart felt like I knew there was more. And being willing to get uncomfortable, being willing to get messy, being willing to feel those emotions and the discomfort of it, like the wool sweater that you were talking about, right? It opens up so much beauty and so much joy and so much fun and so much that we never knew was possible, to be able to experience a life that, may not be exactly what we thought when we had the vision, when we were sitting back, in the stagnant going, there's something more. And then we have this picture of what it is. It may or may not be that, and that may change along the way. But what it is so much more enriching and vibrant and fun and playful, along with the, things that are sometimes challenging to deal with and to go through.
Well, yeah, and it gives you so much. It gives you any new experience gives you so much that you get to share with other people. It gives you more of a history or things to pull from that you've gotten through or you've experienced. A lot of times when I'm working with people and you get through something that you didn't think you could get through, or you have one of those aha moments, that's like, I always compare it to, I'm all about the analogies, but I always compare it to when your kids are growing up or when you were growing up and you put the things on the wall, how tall you are, right? When you level up, when you get that new thing, it's like another notch. You just grow, right? And grow, when your bones are growing, it doesn't feel good. It hurts.
That's so true. That's so true. And it's also really important I found it really important for me to pause and look back on the distance that I've come and what I've created and who I've become compared to, where I've been, because sometimes in those challenging moments, it feels like, why am I doing this? It's so hard. And it's like, oh, wait, when I look back, it's like, wow, I really have come a long way. I really have grown so much, and it's been worth it. And so if I'm in the growing pains now, as you're saying, right, like the growing pains, then I can know that it's because I am becoming a new version of myself, and how I get to experience myself is beautiful, right? But also how I get to experience the impact that I'm here to create, and the impact that I get to have with and on and for others is worth it. It's totally worth it.
And if it gives one person in your life the hope or the attraction to try something new for themselves, how cool is that? By them just watching you take a leap of faith.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we are about at time. So thank you, Vicki. Oh, by the way, everyone watching, Vicki Rude Coaching is where you can find Vicki on Instagram. So definitely follow her. She's got lots of things that she does and that she shares. So check her out there. Subscribe here, hang out with us. And thank you for watching. Remember, this is Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So we're here regularly growing together. So we'd love to have you with us. So we're going to let YouTube go. Bye, everyone.